Live from our downtown New Bedford studios, just a stone's throw away from the world-renowned Whaley Museum, it's New Bedford Guide Weekly, where we highlight the interested and talented people from our area. We are brought to you by Duso and Zader. I'm Paul Santos, glad to have you looking in again. We're here with our producer-director, Josh Souza. We have our assistant, Justin Pereira. Waiting in the wings, it is movie maker Alyssa Botelho, who put together a terrific short film called Junkie. Plus, last but not least, the sidekick of the night, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chops Turner. Good evening, Chops. How are you tonight?
I'm finally going.
Great to have you here. Well, we want to update you on some things that are happening here in the opening remarks. Do you realize that there was a cow running down Route 195 recently? We're going to take a little clip of that in a moment here. I don't know if you had an opportunity to see that. Did you see the cow?
No, I didn't see the cow.
Yeah, it must have been pasteurized.
Yeah.
It was kind of going down the highway. But anyway, this was a lonely cow. We actually did. Yeah, we did some research on this. The cow was very lonely. In fact, it went on cow Tinder. Really, it went on cow Tinder. That's no bull. In fact, that was the problem. There was no bull. This actually happened before. See, there he is right there. There's the cow.
Oh, there's the cow. Wow.
Yeah, the cow. Run to the other side. This actually happened once before. There was actually a cow in 2016 running down the highway, so it was like deja vu. It happened again. Good thing the poor cow didn't get hit. See, the cow was very safe, didn't get hit. It was almost dead stock instead of livestock. It was almost ground beef. Watch out for the fork in the road. Stick a fork in her. Luckily, the cow made it safely across to the median sirloin strip, and so everything worked out just fine. Well, we have a lot of animals in the news tonight.
Oh, yeah?
You like animals? You know a lot of things about animals?
I have a dog.
Yeah, good for you. Well,
Thanks.
Franklin, Massachusetts, right? Franklin, Massachusetts, they have a police dog there by the name of Benjamin Franklin, and it actually got caught red-pawed stealing from a kid's toy jar. Can you imagine that? See him right there? He's trying to play. It's really unfortunate because people had made so many donations. This dog got some rough material tonight. This dog was immediately sent to obedience school out there in California for a total rehabilitation. And that actually beats the alternative sentence. You know what the alternative sentence was supposed to be? Spending a night in jail with a Great Dane with a crush on him that had some Viagra put in the Alpo. Would have been a real rough night. That would have been very unfortunate. Well, anyway, have you ever heard of a rapper by the name of Lizzo?
No.
Well, see, I like rap myself. I know I look like somebody that probably doesn't, kind of like the middle-aged guy with the dad bod and all that. But I actually like Drake and things like that,
I like
Remember that Drake song, Baby You the Best, Baby You the Best, the classic rap. Well, rapper Lizzo's in the news, and, she was a little inappropriate, Chops. I'm sorry to report this. She was actually banned from Laker games for twerking. See, there she is right there, twerking at the Staples Center. Can you imagine that?
Man, I know.
You know what I call that, Chops? I call that a full court press. That's a tough one right there. No posting up, Chops. No posting up.
No posting.
Anyway. Is the guest still here? All right, sorry about that. Anyway, one final thought here. You like to eat out on occasion, some fast food.
Oh, yeah, I ate it last night.
Yeah, a little fast food. I want to talk a little bit about KFC. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know the Colonel?
Oh, do I?
Colonel's been around. Colonel's been around for a long time. Well, KFC is actually testing out something called Beyond Fried Chicken. It's actually a new plant-based chicken. That doesn't sound too good, Chops. Plant-based chicken. I don't think you're going to be licking any fingers tonight after eating that one, Chops. It's actually finger-licking awful. But I will say this. It does depend on what kind of plant they're going to put in there. Like, for example, maybe it could be CBD by KFC. Maybe a little THC by KFC. Yeah, maybe a little Kentucky Fried Weed. I think that might work for Chops, So how you doing, Chops?
I'm doing great.
You're actually playing at this place, Tomatoes?
Tomatoes in Sandwich, Massachusetts.
And they didn't throw any tomatoes at you?
Not yet.
You know that Drake song, Baby You the Best, Baby You the best I ever had? I like the classic rap. The newer stuff I'm not too sure about.
I like some of the newest stuff.
Some of the new stuff, too?
If it's positive.
Now, you actually have the nerve to come in here with your San Francisco got a San Francisco 40.
Hey, man, I'm gonna put it down up there, man.
I told him to wear red for Christmas. And he comes in here with the San Francisco 49ers. And for those people who aren't really up on the Patriots and all that, the quarterback that they have was Tom Brady's backup, Garoppolo.
Yeah, he was.
He kept waiting for Brady to retire, and he never would. You know, and there you are right there, right? Oh, my.
Hey, you know, we had to get him. He looks pretty good.
Yeah, they do. We'll see you in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, we'll see you in the Super Bowl.
All right. So because we're right here smack dab in the Christmas season,
Yes, sir.
we have Chops as a sidekick. But Chops is very talented, and you're going to be coming back in a little while
Yeah.
to sing some Christmas music to
yeah,
try to
love
get
it.
us into the Christmas spirit. You're going to do that for
Yes,
us?
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Chops the man. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right. So while he switches seats with our guest, who's still here, believe it or not, I am going to pay a little tribute to my dad. That's right, my dad turned 90 years old on December the 2nd. His name is Jesse Santos. We are so fortunate to have him with his memory near perfect. Here is a clip of our family singing happy birthday to Dad.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to you.
90. You like that people in the background were clapping, and he kind of took a little bow there. And then he blurted out something inappropriate they had to cut out. But no, happy birthday to Dad, 90 years old. Really, really happy to have him, and God bless you, Dad, absolutely. Well, we finally move on to our first guest tonight. We have a terrific guest. She's here in studio. She is from Fairhaven, the beautiful town of Fairhaven. She just completed a short film called Junkie. We welcome to our microphones Alyssa Botelho. Hello, Alyssa. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
It's really great to meet you, Alyssa.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is great.
I hope you made it through the monologue okay. Like
Oh,
you're kind
yeah.
of sitting over there, everything worked out all right.
My dad will love it. All the dad jokes. So he's going to love it.
Great, great. Well, before we get to this movie and what inspired you to write this movie and produce this movie, let's learn a little bit about you. You're a Fairhaven girl, right?
Yes, Fairhaven all the way.
The Blue Devils.
Yes, Blue Devils.
And you graduated and are now in college.
Yes.
What
yes,
school are you
correct.
at?
I go to University of Rhode Island.
All right, URI.
Yes, URI, Rhody Rams.
So let's talk a little bit about your movie making. I know as you were coming up the ranks, you started to get a thought in your head that, yeah, you know what, this is going to be fun. I want to be a movie maker. When did that happen, and what inspired you to do that?
So I've always enjoyed writing. Always loved it, reading books, all that, but it turned into movie making when I went to Fairhaven High School and I took a media production class with Drew Furtado. Shout out Drew Furtado. He is an incredible teacher, and he really helped me find the love that I had for movie making. And so all throughout high school, I was obsessed with making videos and all that kind of stuff, and then I just kind of knew, like, oh, I'm going to do this. So went to college, went URI for filmmaking and business, and it's been great. So.
And you've done some work over at Fairhaven Cable TV, so a shout out to a good friend, Derek Freitz.
Yes.
You're doing some work over there. What did you do over there?
Yeah. So I'm a videographer, but I kind of do like a little bit of everything. I do shooting, a lot of creative planning, editing, social media, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
All right. Well, as you can see, we got on the screen there Junkie, which is something that you wrote,
Yeah.
and you were inspired to write it, produce it, shoot it, put the whole thing together. It's about 20 minutes long. What inspired you to do this?
So I love that question. So one of my family members is in law enforcement, and he was telling my family in this spring, actually, about an arrest he had made. And it was a pretty dramatic thing, and it was with someone who was struggling with drug addiction, and so this family member kind of made a connection with him, and we don't know what happened to the person, but I think what was really special was the connection he made with this person. So I wanted to base a film around that.
Well, sometimes that happens. Someone who's struggling with addiction befriends someone, whether it's a police officer, a
Yeah.
family member, a counselor, and a lot of times they encourage him to get the help that he needs. So,
Yeah.
and you know, I know you're a young lady coming up the ranks, the opioid crisis that we have here in New Bedford and Fall River, it's really an issue that you're addressing in this film, it seems, right?
Exactly, yeah. I think the people who live here really know it best, that we do have a problem, and I think that's why this film will relate to them so well.
All right, we're going to show a clip of that film right now, and then Alyssa will talk a little bit more about it. Here's a clip of her short film called Junkie.
Damn, Woody, those look wicked nice.
I know, right?
Yo, take these.
All of them?
Yeah, man, they got like a bajillion clothes in here. They're not gonna notice if a few of them go missing.
Alright. Can't fit them all, though.
Give me half, I'll just put them on.
Hey, yeah. Why don't we announce to the whole store that we're robbing the place? Go to the dressing room.
Gotta tell you, Alyssa, I've done some video shooting in my time, not that kind of video, mostly sports, but it's very professionally done. The lighting, the acting, I mean, if you saw that, you wouldn't really think that somebody local produced that. It looks very, very good.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We had an amazing team, like seriously, like the A-team. So thank you so much.
How did you get actors to perform in this thing, and where did you get them? You didn't get them from around here, right?
Yeah, no, I did not get them from around here. I only wanted the best of the best. So I went through this casting website, did this whole tutorial and all that kind of stuff. And then we got almost 300 applications from people who wanted to be in this movie. And they're all New York City actors. They're in theater predominantly. So I trained them up here, housed them, and they were in the film.
Wow, it's so much involved. People see a clip like that or a film like that, and they say, okay, it's involved, but, you know, I can see how you put it together. But really, I mean, the scripting and the writing. What about the script? You had to put the whole script together yourself because you wrote the whole story. How did that go?
Yeah, that was excruciating. Yeah, I started writing the script pretty much immediately after I heard the story from my family member in the spring, and then it was all through the summer and through the fall. I was doing revisions, and it just took so many months. And it's tough when you're writing something to know if it's perfect or not because you don't really have anything physical in front of you. It's all very mental, so that was a very long process.
So you actually wrote like what this person was going to say, and then what that person was going to say, and then what this person was going to say. I mean, that meticulous, right?
Yeah, and I was very meticulous, like, oh, how should they say it? Should they say this word or this word? And who should talk when? And oh, yeah.
And you can drive yourself crazy doing revisions, right? You revise it, and then the next day you revise it again, and then maybe you think it was better the first way, and you can drive yourself crazy with that, right?
Yeah, especially because I love getting input from people, but you have to be, as a director and a writer, you have to be very particular about what you're filtering in. Because it's really good to have a lot of different minds thinking about a certain story, but you have to have that final say of what should be in it and what shouldn't be in it.
What about the editing? What is that like? And how do you make a determination as to what's going to be in and what's not going to be in?
Yeah, well, that's also really difficult, too. They say that a movie is made, like, in the script, in the shooting, and the editing. So you're kind of retelling the story for a third time in editing. And that was a really difficult process as well. But again, I had help from my director of photography, Sean Campbell, and then assistant camera, Eric Saw. They were awesome helping edit that. So.
Now, that was actually shot in this southeastern Mass or southern Rhode Island area, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right here in New Bedford, and also in Mattapoisett, and in Rhode Island, and in Fairhaven. So,
Wow, that's fantastic. So when we watch the film, are we going to be able to recognize anything? Was there anything out in public that we would say, hey, wait a minute, I think I know that place?
Definitely the opening credits, sort of. It's all New Bedford, and it's street art. That's amazing. It's so beautiful, and you'll definitely be able to realize, like, oh, I know where that is in New Bedford. So I think for people around here, it'll be exciting to watch it.
I know you're just completing this project, and you're kind of just, you know, stepping back and going, oh, this was really enjoyable and so forth. But did you have any projects that were kind of in your mind and you're thinking, hey, you know what, I'm going to go in this direction the next time?
Yeah, I knew I'd get this question. So there is a story. The first Japanese settler to come to America actually came to Fairhaven. His name is Manjiro. And I always thought that his story is like made for the screen. It cannot not be on the screen. So I'm kind of in the process of writing something for that, and I want to make a short film on that next. So.
That'll be great. And it seems like you like the short film format. I mean, obviously, you know, a shorter film when you're starting out, I think would be better. But there are a lot of short documentaries that are really fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a great format, too, because what we're planning to do is submit it to festivals worldwide. And that is a great, like, digestible form to get a story in and then to kind of get your name out there, too. Because if I want to make a feature, it's kind of like a selling pitch. Like, this is what I can do with 20 minutes. Imagine what I can do with an hour and a half.
Well, you know who's a real good leading man? Chops. Chops is a leading man type.
Oh, yeah? I'll get your contact info.
He can do like a De Niro, you know, you talking to me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you could do a Denzel maybe, like kind of like that suave guy, you know. But,
Yep. Absolutely.
So-
We'll do a La La Land. You'll sing in it too.
have you ever thought about comedy, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
All right,
I
all
love putting humor in the film. There's some in this too. We'll get some humor. Yeah.
All right, so after URI, you're going to hopefully get a degree because you are majoring in film, right?
Yes. I double major in film media and business management. So.
Right, and what are your thoughts after you get out of URI? Have you even thought that far? I know you're a
Yeah.
young lady here, you know. You're going to go off to like LA or go off to New York? Are you going to stay in the area? Or?
Yeah, that's a really tough question. I've been thinking about it a lot. My boyfriend, who's also the director of photography, is really into film too. We've been kind of deciding like, oh, we like Atlanta, New York, LA. This area is good to kind of build up your knowledge and your skills, kind of like a fan base too. And then I think we're thinking either New York or LA. So
Boyfriend's a director.
director of photography, yeah.
That's
So-
good. That's good. Is he from this area too?
He's actually from the Worcester area,
Oh,
yeah,
good,
but he
good.
works in New Bedford at Big Ocean Media.
Oh, good, fantastic. Well, it's
Yeah.
glad you guys kind of have a connection and you have a love for the same kind of thing.
Yes,
So it's
absolutely.
really great. So looking back at the project, I mean, do you feel, hey, gee, I'm pretty satisfied with how it all came together?
Yeah, I really am. I still can't believe it actually came together. It's like the project that never ended, but yeah, it's great. I'm so excited.
And when are you going to start the next one now? Somewhere down the road, right?
Well, I'm taking an advanced screenwriting class in the
Right.
spring, so we'll try it then, and then hopefully I'll direct that next year.
Now, you have a premiere coming up, right? Tell us about that.
Yes, so January 10th, it's a Friday, 7 p.m. at the Fairhaven Town Hall. We're having a premiere, and it's free, open to the public, light refreshments, all that sort of stuff. And then we're going to have a Q&A panel with myself, director of photography, my boyfriend, Sean Campbell, and some other crew members. So
Oh, that'll be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
so
good for
excited
you.
for that.
People can watch the film and ask questions. I mean, that's perfect. That's a great way for you to connect with your audience and also for the people who are interested in the film to ask questions and get the background. That's a great way to do it.
yes, exactly. I'm
Now,
so
you said
excited.
something about you had a kind of a soft opening before, and now, so this is like the real opening?
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, when a store opens, they always have the soft opening. you know,
Yeah,
just to
that's what I
kinda-
call it. It's like the soft premiere.
This is like
we had
the
at
real
URI.
premiere, right? The
Yeah.
real premiere, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, well, good luck to you. It's been a
Thank you.
real pleasure meeting you. We love to see people from our area pursue their dreams, whatever it is that they love to do. So congratulations on putting that film together, and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
All right, Alyssa Botelho. She wrote, produced, directed the short story called Junkie, and we appreciate her stopping on by. All right, more with Chops Turner here on New Bedford Guide Weekly. Chops, you know, a lot of people, we've had you on
Yeah.
here joking around and so forth and singing. A lot of people don't know that you've worked with people like Maurice Starr,
yeah,
who
yeah.
was so involved in New Edition
Yes.
and Bobby Brown and
That's right.
Candy Girl. Stuff. So, you know, you've had the opportunity to work with a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
big-time professionals. It
yeah.
must have been fun and continues to be fun, right?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's a great opportunity to work with Maurice, and what a great producer. I mean, one of the biggest producers in the world. And we're great friends. We go back over 40-something years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it's great.
Yeah, the thing about Chops, I've seen Chops a number of times, and like, you can do anything, right? He
Right.
says that, you know, the more versatile you are,
Oh, yeah.
the more money you make.
You know, man.
right? So one day I go out there and he's like, you know, I did it my way, you
Right,
know?
right.
And then he's
Right.
like doing the Gap Band from
Right.
back in the 80s, you know, and he's doing Drake
Right,
and he's doing all this
right,
stuff.
right,
So I'm like, wow, this guy, it is true. It is true. The more versatile, depending on what your audience is, right?
Exactly. It's, the more versatile you are, the more, like she was talking about, fan base, you know, why your fan
Yeah,
base,
yeah, right.
you know, you can wind your fan base, and that's what it's all about, creating fan base.
Hey, you know, she makes the next film, you know, maybe not this next one. The next one, neither one of us.
Hopefully you and I can get in it.
The next one would probably wouldn't be fit to her, but maybe the one after that.
Yeah, maybe after that, yeah.
They might. She might need like. She may need like this guy, the dad bod stiff.
Yeah, right,
like,
right,
to
right.
just be there. And then you could be like, you know,
Yeah, maybe you could get in
the
there.
cool. Maybe we could
The
be
cool
like,
guy, yeah, we get in somewhere.
yeah, we'll get in there. So maybe
You know,
we're
maybe
lucky.
we could be the driver or something.
Be like somebody standing in the
Right, right,
background.
right, somebody in the
Yeah, thank you
background.
for coming down. Stand over there. Yeah, right, no, but anyway,
Cut.
you didn't make it onto the film. They
right,
cut
right.
you out. Well, anyway, we are in the thick of the Christmas season, and
Yeah.
you know, people know you as being a singer
Right,
and an
right,
entertainer.
right.
So we thought maybe you'd come down and
Right.
sing us a Christmas song. You willing to do that?
Oh, yeah, do a little bit.
All right, you ready to go?
I think I am.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Chops Turner.
I have to do it sitting down.
All right, go ahead, go for it.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Ooh. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as the olden days, happy golden days of yours. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together if the fates allowed. Hang a shining star up on the highest bough and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Yeah.
All right, Chops Turner, right there. You're looking in this direction, so I'm thinking, are you singing to me or are you singing to Alyssa? I'm not sure. That's right, you're singing to Alyssa, right? I don't know, you're thinking of somebody. It could be Josh, too, in the background. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But you hit the high note, which is great. And then Alyssa, see how he was doing a little show off at the end there? You know? It's like, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of singers because it just looks like so much fun. I always tell my wife that after I retire from my day job, I'm going to go take some lessons, and then I can sing along. Try to help things out.
Right. Well, it's important to stay on key and stay.
No kidding.
I'm thinking about that all in my head. When you sing a cappella, you ain't got no instrumentation. You got to hear it in your head, and hopefully you stay in pitch and stay on key.
The only song that him and I can do is get up,
get on up,
get up,
stay on the scene,
stay on the scene,
like a sex machine,
like a sex machine.
Get up,
get on up,
get up,
get on up,
stay on the scene,
get on up,
like a sex machine,
like a sex machine. Ow!
The way I like it,
the way I like it,
is the way it is.
You don't really have to go up and down too much.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
it's one level, but he sings with a lot of feeling. And
Oh,
soul,
I love
man.
James
Soul,
Brown.
yeah.
I
A lot
love
of
James
soul.
Brown. Yeah, I remember that song,
Yeah.
so I had a lot of fun with that. Okay, so the only song that stays in my head, you don't have to sing it or anything, but every time at Christmas, and we did have some snow, right?
Right.
Every Christmas I get the song in my head and I
White
can't get rid of it. It's that, no, well, there's White Christmas, but there's, oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my dear, you're so delightful. Oh, no, it's the fire. The fire is so delightful.
Baby, it's cold out.
Yeah, baby, it's cold out,
Baby,
so
it's
we're getting
cold,
in trouble.
it's
Yeah,
cold.
because they want to change the lyrics around and everything else. Yeah, we want to be up to date with this stuff. So, but you know what I like about the Christmas music is there's different styles you can do it.
Oh, it is.
And
Right.
I like it when they, for some reason,
When they swing
maybe it's
it?
because of my dad, right?
Right.
Dad was a big band guy.
Right, big
I
band.
like Christmas music in the big band style.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So it's like it just feels like it has a little,
Right.
has a little
pleasure
zip to it.
Right. Swing
So-
it.
Yeah, swing it,
Swing it.
swing it, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So,
Yeah, swing it.
so did you have another song that you wanted to do? You came.
Well, we
with
could do. I could do a little swing it like White Christmas.
a swinging version of White
swing it,
Christmas. You're going to do it in a second, but
Yeah, maybe what,
it's going to
yeah.
be like I'm dreaming
Exactly,
of a white
exactly.
Christmas. You know what?
Exactly.
If you ever look up the old Sinatra, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They talk
Yeah.
about swag.
Yeah.
Sinatra always had this like.
Oh yeah, he had that laid back
this
swag
thing going,
man.
you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like real cocky swag, Do you have that? You have that, don't you?
Oh yeah, I try to put that in my repertoire.
All right, we're feeling Christmassy today.
yeah,
I told bring red when he comes
Hey,
to San
man,
Francisco.
hey, man, you told me red, so I didn't wear my 49.
That's supposed to be a Christmas
That's
outfit?
my Christmas gear.
What kind
Right?
of a Christmas outfit is that?
This is the new style, man. I'm trying to be like these young bucks, you know.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you meet up against Brady and Belichick in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
You guys are going down the tubes.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen-
I
go ahead.
actually
I'm
write to the organization and tell them what they do wrong and all that. My wife said, "You're crazy."
Well, you used to play football. That was the thing.
Oh yeah, man. I'm a defensive back, so I know what it takes to stop, the offense.
I heard you were a mean defensive back. Right? You used to line people
oh,
up.
Man, mean.
Really, now you're here
I
singing.
smile, but on the field, it's a whole different story.
I only know you as this happy, laughing.
I am.
chops
I
doing it.
am very happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah, you're happy knocking people over. That's what you're happy doing. Anyway.
Well, that's part of the sport, It's
No,
it's
I
a
know.
Fun
I-
game.
right,
It's a game. It's a
right,
game,
exactly. That's why you did play-by-play. I stayed the hell off the field. I don't want to get hit. But anyway, so you want to sing White Christmas?
Oh yeah, we do a little bit.
Can you swing it?
Oh, I can swing it a little bit. Let me see
All
if I
right,
can
ladies
swing.
and gentlemen, here he is again, Bob Sterner. Let's do this. Let's do
Oh
this.
yeah. I'm dreaming of a white
Yeah.
Christmas,
Oh.
just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Come on, Paul. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got an audience over here.
I'm going to try to do like a Drake version
Oh,
of White Christmas.
good.
Okay. I'm dreaming of a white.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't
That
work.
works, man. That works.
That doesn't work. Well, you have some projects coming up. I mean, you're working on New Year's Eve,
New
right?
Year's Eve at the PT 65 pub.
All right.
At the 06 Bristol. I'll be there this New Year's Eve. I'm looking forward to it with a live band, 6-piece band. It's going to be hot, and we're going to be singing and come out
Singing
have
and
a good
swinging
time.
and having a great
Singing,
time.
swinging, man, and we're going to have that swag, As the young kids say, swag,
2020, right? Anything? Just going to keep working and singing and having a great time.
like I was telling the young lady, I'm working on, some new material.
Right.
I'm actually working on 2 songs for Sony Records, guys who work with Maurice Starr. So I'm learning the material now. So hopefully that will materialize, and we hope that it opens some doors for us,
And you have that song that you produced. What was the name of that song?
Champion.
Yeah, and I heard you sing it up
yeah,
at the
Champion.
65 one night.
yeah.
So
Champion.
when the next time you come, we figured we wanted to get the Christmas music in tonight.
that's
you know
okay.
what I mean?
That's okay.
But the next time you come, you can sing the Champion.
Yes, sir.
That would be great.
All things in time. Champion. If you want to be a champion, man, you got to believe in yourself.
Yeah,
That's the one thing.
Yeah, right. Well, Chops, thanks very much for doing
Thank you
the
for having
double
me.
duty. You make
Thank
a
you.
great sidekick, so we'll have you back again, and a great singer, and we'll have you
Yeah,
back
thank you.
again, and we'll
Thank
have
you.
some
Thank
fun.
you. Thank you.
All right, Chops turn. You can stay right there. I just got a few things I got to do. We have this feature here on your Bedford Guide.
Yeah.
It's called Who Remembers. So guys like you and I, we remember. We got Woolworths in downtown New Bedford. You remember Woolworths? I don't know if you were here.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
you remember Woolworths because
Oh, yeah.
I know you're originally
Oh, yeah.
from Providence. But
Yes, sir.
people used to hang around Woolworths, and they
They
had
had one
the-
in Providence.
yeah, they had one in Providence, and people would sit there, and you could get your vanilla frap there. Look at that. So you see the lady right there? She's.
Oh, yeah.
I think she ordered a vanilla frap, and she's waiting for the other lady to deliver it. But yeah, Woolworths in downtown New Bedford. That was a great place. So if you have a picture, we call it Who Remembers. Send it to us here at New Bedford Guide. And the picture of the week. Yes, we have pictures of the week. We invite people to send in pictures. This one right here is St. Anthony's Church.
Wow.
Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely
Yeah, it is.
beautiful. If you ever had a chance to go in there, whether it's for a service or a particular service, you should check that out. Beautiful picture, and that was sent in to us here at New Bedford Guide. And speaking of great pictures and great videos. The owner of New Bedford Guide, he always likes to go up to La Salette Shrine. And Michael Sylvia actually went up to La Salette Shrine, and he walked around, and he got some great video. That's a picture.
Wow.
But there's a great video, and he walked around, and it got like all kinds of views because people really enjoy seeing the beauty that is at La Salette Shrine. So if you didn't get a chance to get up there, you should. If not, you can check out Michael Sylvia's video right here at New Bedford Guide. We're doing another feature here on New Bedford Guide. It is a salute to hometown heroes. There's so many people in the military, and you saw that clip of my dad earlier. He actually served in the military during the Korean War, and he always says, hey, you like your freedom? Thank a veteran. So that's the truth. Here's Cameron O'Neill. He is in the United States Coast Guard. He is a 2019 graduate of New Bedford Folk Tech. He completed 8 weeks of boot camp and graduated in Cape May, New Jersey. So a little salute right here to Cameron O'Neill, United States Coast Guard. He is today's hometown hero. Well, we got some great guests coming up over the next few weeks. We have these amazing singers, Brooke and Braley, that are going to be on. We also have, in a few weeks, the Teacher of the Year. But by the time we got him on, he's the teacher of last year. His name is Takeru Nagayoshi. And I got to tell you, coming up through school, there are certain teachers that, I don't know, they just had a knack for it, getting through to the kids. He's one of them, and we're going to find out what his secret is. We'd like to take the opportunity to thank our guests tonight, Chops Turner, for putting us into the holiday spirit. All right. And Alyssa Botelho from Fairhaven, student and local movie maker who put together that film called Junkie, about an addict who befriends a police officer. So check that out. And January 10th will be the premiere. Next week, we have Suzanne Sullivan right here live on New Bedford Guide. She is a lady that's trying to save the bells of the St. Lawrence Church. Plus, former Miss New Bedford, Olivia Marks, will be here. She is currently Miss Fall River. Also, our thanks to Josh Souza, producer-director, and Justin Pereira that always helps us out here.
Right.
He is our assistant producer. I'm Paul Santos. For all of us here at New Bedford Guide, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week.